Good morning. Today is July 7th, 2025. And so we had these two half sessions, one on Thursday, one on Friday. Thursday opened with a gap up spike, and we left a P-shaped profile, which is, I look at this as a bullish imbalance. And then the target for this is right here at 63.55 to repair this bullish imbalance. Now on Friday we dropped during the overnight session. We spent the whole session trading below this, inside this gap, but we didn't fill the gap below. We filled it to the spike, right to the tick, but didn't fill it below. So now we have this gap pending to 62.76 and a half, and we have this single print above, and we have this bullish imbalance. So the question is, are we going to trade in between these two sessions, making it a 3-day balance? Well, I don't know if I should say 3-day because it's two half sessions. So, but anyway, 3-session balance, or are we going to start trading inside one of these distributions, right? So, if we get above the single print, above 63.18, then I would look for a value area sweep and then test the previous week's high, then monitor from there to see if we can continue and clean up this bullish imbalance. If we get below the overnight low and inside this distribution, I would expect that gap to fill, at which point I would expect buyers to keep buying dips, just because we're in July. July is very bullish in terms of seasonality, but at the same time, if we accept prices below this 62.70 area, which is where we have all this volume, the acceptance, I would look for a little bit more bearish action and retest of this single print, and then the target here will be the 62.44 20-day point of control, and see if we can bounce there. If we don't bounce there, then the next areas to look for bounces are here at this low volume node at 62.30, and then the next one at the 62.20 area. So these are the areas that I'm looking for bounces, but that's if we get below 62.70, right? Now, not much else to say, still bullish. We don't have many news this week. We start, summer trading, lighter volume. We potentially can have some grinding days and ugly price action. NQ, similar structure, similar scenario, bullish target at 23,186. Right now we are trading right at the top of this session for Friday, and the gap fills at 22,854. Now the 20-day point of control for NQ is a little higher. It's at 22,825. So if we fill the gap, we could see a move here to this point of control, then a quick bounce. But if we don't get a bounce there, look for this single print to get tested at 765. Crude. The other day I mentioned this low volume area, and we still haven't broken above it. And you can see that after that, testing it, then we dropped and we got to that 20-day point of control and then bounced pretty hard from there. So I'm thinking that this is gonna break on the next test, just because we had this strong day, pullback, another strong push into this area. I believe that this is likely to break, and if it does, then look for this 200 daily moving average to be tested, which is at 68.40. And if it doesn't, obviously move back through the 20-day point of control, going back to the 64.40 area. Gold. Gold tested this resistance area, 33.75, that we had marked as a low volume node here, then came back down, came through the 20-day point of control, and now tested the low side of the range, right? I mean, we still have this spike that hasn't been retested yet, but we could see a move down into this area, because this is I would think that this resistance, when we tried to break here and we failed, that I would see this as a look above and fail, right? Barely looked above, and then now we're failing to break. So then what should happen is that we should retest this 32.80 area, 32.70, 32.80, and then see if we continue this downtrend that we started since the second half of June, right? We can see that we've been downtrending, and we are testing. You could say that this is the top of the channel. It's a little extended to be the top of the channel. It looks more like a trend line break. So we'll see. I think gold is now at a spot where it's gonna decide whether it's gonna continue this downtrend or is turning around. Fail to make a new low and then start trending higher after breaking this high for confirmation. As I said before, news are very light this week. We do have some auctions at 11:30, and then tomorrow some more at 11:30, some at 1 p.m. But then not much news tomorrow either. July 9, we have FOMC meeting minutes, and then on the 10th we have jobless claims, but very light week as far as news, unless something comes out, regarding tariffs, regarding geopolitical stuff. But so far, not much going on. All right, good luck.